Hey everybody, how's it going? This is Guarded Trace. Broly is a character who's constantly talked about amongst the fandom. There have been so many arguments trying to determine exactly how strong Broly is. There have been so many things saying that he's not that strong, and then there's also a bunch of fanboys who try to argue that he is, but don't quite know what to say. There was even a video that was done by Laughing Stock Media where he explains why Broly isn't that strong. First of all, the information is wrong. One thing I gotta let you guys know. Not only is Broly that strong, he is much stronger than you think he is. So that's why I'm here today. I'm here to explain to everybody exactly why Broly is much stronger than we think he is. You can kind of say that this is a response video to Laughingstock's Media's video, but put it this way. I would have done this video regardless of whether or not Laughingstock Media would have done that. But the thing is, since he did do it, I can have this video as sort of a counter argument. Seth the Programmer also did a video about how Broly is stronger than we think. But what was his reasoning? He just threw a bunch of bullshit at us. But hey, enough of that. Let's get straight down to business. Now, the first thing we gotta do is determine how strong is Broly in comparison to the other characters. Now, one thing about Broly to take note of is he's not even bothering to dodge any of the hits from the Z Fighters because he knows they can't hurt him. Another thing to take notice of is that in this movie, Gohan is a Super Saiyan, yet he's not a Super Saiyan 2. Which means that Goku and Gohan have emerged from the hyperbolic time chamber, yet the Cell games have not yet started. So this would put this movie somewhere within the 10 days grace period of the Cell games. So when you think of the relative power levels of each Z fighter, this would mean that Goku and Gohan are full-powered Super Saiyans, Vegeta's an Ascended Saiyan, Trunks is an Ultra Saiyan, and Piccolo's a Super Namekian, and the latter three possibly have already done their second round in the hyperbolic time chamber at this time, making them even stronger than what they were when Cell first reached his perfect form. Which means full-powered Super Saiyan Goku launched a Kamehameha straight into Broly's face at point-blank range. However, it did not affect him in the slightest. Meanwhile, a similar Kamehameha launched from the same Goku completely obliterated Cell's upper body. Though he did regenerate, it was able to blow him apart in the first place, something it couldn't do to Broly.
And what was that supposed to be, Goku?
So that right there automatically places Broly at a higher level of power than Cell. Broly, as you can see, is astoundingly strong. He's much stronger than anyone that the Z Fighters have come up against at this point. Now, one thing about Broly that we do have: his official power level. Now, according to V-Jump, Broly's power level in movie 8 as a legendary Super Saiyan is 1,400,000,000. Shooting dick nipples! So, Broly's power level is 1,400,000,000? Holy shit! Now, one thing you gotta take note is that this is Broly's power level as of movie 8. So this is not taking into account that in Broly's second coming, he receives a Zenkai because when he makes his way to Earth, he's injured in that space pod, and then he goes into a 7-year coma. When he awakes, he gets a Zenkai. So who knows how much stronger Broly is at that point. But since we have that to go on, now it's time to make a determination. How strong is Broly in comparison to the other Super Saiyan transformations? One thing that we know about the Saiyan transformations is that they are exponential multipliers. The Grade 8 transformation multiplies a Saiyan's base power level by 10. The Super Saiyan transformation multiplies it by 50. Super Saiyan 2 transformation multiplies it by 100. And the Super Saiyan 3 transformation multiplies it by 400. Back during the Frieza saga, back when Goku became Super Saiyan, his power level was 150 million. While Frieza's power level at full power is 120 million. So since the Super Saiyan transformation is an exponential multiplier, since it makes your base form 50 times stronger, now we can determine how strong is Goku in his base form. So with the Super Saiyan transformation, what we got to do now is divide that by 50. So you take 150 million and divide that by 50, that would leave you with 3 million. Which means that base Goku has a power level of 3 million. Which is pretty fucking high on its own. It's higher than that of the last recorded power levels from the human Z fighters. Even in the base form, Goku is greatly stronger than any of the humans. No wonder they can't fucking catch up. Now that we have Goku's base power level listed, now we have to multiply that by 400. You take 3 million multiplied by 400, that will give you a whopping power level of 1,200,000,000. Wait. It's like 200 million points short! Oh shit! So what this means is that Broly as a legendary Super Saiyan is stronger than a Super Saiyan 3 Goku. So let's say if you have legendary Super Saiyan Broly fight Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Several things we know about each form. In Broly's form as a legendary Super Saiyan, he gets exponentially more powerful to the point where his ki overflows and begins to overwhelm him. That's why he constantly discharges ki in order to regulate his power level. Whereas Goku as a Super Saiyan 3, he just burned through all of that energy quickly just because he transformed. So it's similar to how the Ultra Saiyan transformation is, when Trunks was just bulking up like crazy, burning a lot of power just to transform. And another thing about Super Saiyan 3 is it's powerful but very impractical. So with it burning so much energy, it's gonna put one hell of a strain on the body. So much so that Goku won't be able to maintain the transformation for very long. So one thing that we have been able to determine here is that Broly definitely is much stronger than we thought he was. However, I'm sure you guys have some questions. For example, how come Goku became strong enough to overpower Broly after receiving energy from the other fighters, even to the point of being able to defeat Broly in one punch? Well, Battle of Gods explains how crazy strong one can get when they're just absorbing the raw energy from a bunch of other fighters.
Dad, your energy's higher than any fighter in history!
You may also be wondering how come Trunks' energy blast was able to distract Broly enough to allow Goku and his sons to overpower Broly's Omega Blaster and Kamehameha him straight into the sun, ultimately killing him. For the same reason that Vegeta was able to distract Cell enough so that Gohan would be able to overpower him during their Kamehameha beam struggle. Now, another thing that we should do is try to measure how powerful is Broly in comparison to the other movie villains, because I'm often hearing that Broly would not be as strong as the likes of Janemba and Hirudegarn. Here's the thing about Hirudegarn. While Hirudegarn did punch the fusion out of Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, he did ultimately get defeated by Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Now, Hirudegarn has a very easily exploitable weakness, so once exploited, you find out that Hirudegarn really isn't all that powerful at all.
You call that a punch? You'll have to do better than that.
Hell, Trunks was able to cut his tail clean off, and he wasn't even a Super Saiyan when he did it. Now, Janemba is another story. Super Saiyan 3 Goku was able to overpower Janemba's first form, but once he transformed into Super Janemba, he completely overpowered Goku. It required fusing with Vegeta in order to ultimately defeat Janemba, so the one movie villain who's potentially stronger than Broly would be Janemba. So that right there is my reasoning why Broly is much stronger than you think he is. So that'll be the end of this video. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments below. Also, be sure to like and subscribe for more videos in the future. Also, if you'd like to make some suggestions of videos I should do, be sure to follow me on Facebook. All the links that you need are in the description below, so thank you for watching. Have a good day. This is Trace signing out.